Hey, Margie Bryce here, and I am back from my retreat weekend. And I have to confess that I know I posted a picture of walking out and about in wonders of nature. And I also confess that it's been a while since I've been on a retreat. When I think back to the last time that I was on an actual like women's retreat, oh my, I'm pretty sure that that was maybe even before I was even called to ministry, which, that's a whole other discussion there. I think I did um, a couple of solo retreats, kind of very quiet, but I got to tell you, not as many as I should have all along the way. So I just got back from this retreat and I just want to update you that, and sometimes I can be, or, there's a reason the podcast is called Crabby Pastor. Let's just say that. And sometimes I can be a little skeptical about uh, things, life in general. But I have to tell you that I went on this retreat. I wasn't planning to go on this retreat. Someone invited me on this retreat, and then God cleared all of the other lurking obligations that I had totally off. So I, like ran out of, there's no excuse to not go. So someone invited me. I went. They actually said, "Oh, ride with me," which I thought was nice. But as an introvert, I'm kind of like, is this a good idea? I don't know. Same thing with going on a retreat where you don't know other people that are there, except for maybe the one person, and you don't want to just permanently affix yourself to that person. This is some of the hazards that it is just to be an introvert anyway. So I went, and God really met me there in a very powerful way, and not like, you know, it was powerful in what God said to me and the gentleness with what God had to say to me. And I'm always just amazed by that. I'm amazed by God's graciousness. I don't know why. It's easy to preach it and preach it for other people and not so much for yourself, right? And it just is. So it is for me. I'll admit it. That's fine. And so God met me, and um, it was just very clear that I needed to be there. So I thought I would just hop on here and rave about my retreat weekend and encourage you to take some time for retreat. We're coming up on the nicer weather, at least, I'm in Michigan. So what do you say? I know some of you live in the sunniness of all the time, but get outside and get around people and just be willing to hear what God has to say to you, even if it's something that is structured and, speaker here, speaker there, some workshops. Sometimes, I lose a sense of, is something really amazing going to happen here? Or am I just going through the motions? But I think some of it's willingness to hear what God is saying to you and desires to say to you. And even if you feel like you are worthy or worth, you're really not worth, but worth being smoted. Sometimes I think that's somebody needs to take a 2x4 upside my head to really get my attention. And God never does that. That's always what else is amazing about when God speaks, is that it's just way more kind and way more gentle than probably you would be to your own self. So that would be my encouragement, is to make time, make time to have some retreat time. Have a blessed day.